And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, and making money doing all those fun things. So, with that, let's get into the prop firm trading, and Henry the Parakeet, Forex trading Parakeet's going to join me too. Let me see. So let's get straight into the risk disclaimer screen since we're going to be talking about trading. I live in the United States, so this is, to my knowledge, required. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker. Not that that's an advantage. The brokers don't know what they're doing half the time. Trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And the CFTC risk disclosure goes something like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. And before trading Forex, carefully consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. And with that, I would also want to get into a little disclaimer of what I just said about your broker doesn't know what they're doing half the time. The brokers these days do. I do follow a couple of brokers. I follow very closely the people at StoneX and Forex.com. They do know what they're doing. That's Michael Boutros and John Kicklighter is one that I just recently became reacquainted with. I was wondering where he went, then I found him on StoneX. I used to follow him about 10 years ago. And, of course, James Stanley, who I interact with frequently on X.com. But the brokers' offices that I used to work in, we didn't even have computer screens. We just had lists of phone numbers and people to call, and you came in, you made up your story, and then you told them what your story was, and sort of like they bought and sent you money, and that's what brokers used to do. Today, it's a much different environment. So let's go into the Audacity Traders Cup. If it were still that same way, I would not be trading. But here's my progress on the Traders Cup, and it is about the same as it was yesterday. Not a whole lot going on. Did not have any trades yesterday because nothing moved the way I wanted it to, or moved the way I expected it to. So here's where I stand on that still at minus $434. And it'll probably stay like that throughout the weekend. We do have one trade that might go, but I'm not sure how it's going to work out. But we shall see, because the currency strength meter, the euro versus the dollar, is the strongest, and the dollar is way down here somewhere. Japanese yen has come way down here, and the British pound is up. It's down here on the bottom. So let's see what's going on as far as that goes. The DXY has pulled back a little bit. Pulled back to 99.65, and kind of checking this key technical resistance area right here. We'll see how it goes from that. We do not have any NFPs today because the government is shut down and they're not releasing the data. So on that, do expect if it's working to continue its current trend, do expect it to pull back to about 99.39 before taking off again if it stays within that channel. Looks like the channel's cooling off a little bit though. So there we have that. The euro versus the dollar. This is the one that might go. I'm working my current trades that I have pending right now. The buy stops. I've got a buy stop on the euro versus the dollar. So if it comes up above 62, it might get a fill on that, and it might break out towards about 116.53, and that would be delightful. I think that would give me about 100 pips and 90, and I would certainly take that to the bank. Dollar versus the yen. I think I do have a trade for dollar versus the yen. Let's go back to here and see what this trade is. Working, yes I do. We're selling the dollar versus the yen at 152.72, and it is currently at 153.13. It is not budging off of 153.13. So we could probably expect a lot more bullish action going on that as soon as it lets go of whatever it's holding on to. And that is a doji right there. So we could see if that one continues until 5 o'clock, then we'll have a doji right there. And that'll be a reversal candle or a consolidation at 153.13, which pretty solid idea that it's going to go higher. It's stopping right at last Friday's open. Now last Friday's close was way down here at 151.24, and that would be delightful too. That's the direction that my trade would be in. Pound versus the yen, again right here, not really going anywhere, and just kind of trapped at 134.43, and that might be a top for a little while until we can get some more catalysts to make things move. Unemployment on the 11th on Veterans Day, so we'll see how that goes. Pound versus the yen. Again, just seems to be waffling between 200 and 201. So that's kind of a neat little pattern that's going on right now. Very, very predictable. See if we might get some trades in on that on a smaller time frame. If you're going to trade that, I'm not going to, because if I were in front of the computer all day, I might give it a shot, but nope. I'm going to be out and about today. Here is the dollar versus the CAD, and at 141.09. That's not a horrible level. I don't know what this green one is right here. I think it's one I put in there. That might be a support level, maybe? I don't know. It's one that I forgot to label and didn't turn it red, because I typically turn my resistance levels, my major levels, to red. It looks like every level. It's starting to look like every level is a major level with the UCAD. It's just on the daily chart. Just getting kind of hard to kind of figure out where it's going. Again, Bollinger Bands are still pretty tight, so there's not a whole lot of action going on. 108.54 for the UCAD, pardon me, for the CAD versus the yen. So, and it's down. So not a whole lot of action going on there either. A little bit more light. Aussie versus the dollar is right here. And again, I don't trade the Aussie versus the dollar for a good reason. That took a week to go from 86, 65, 86 to go 100 pips. So that's why. It'd be like watching paint dry to me. Which is kind of the way Forex has been lately. It's been kind of hard to get any trades on the daily level. Let's see, gold starting to perk up and then it cools off. It's starting to perk up and then it cools off. So it's I'm in at 40.43, I think, is where I have a buy stop, and we've got a long way to go before that. Not inconceivable that it could travel that in one day. If something really weird happened, like I don't know, some sort of global unrest, or China and the United States start jawing back and forth again, so that could happen. And silver, we have silver right here, and it is perking up also, basically mirroring gold. So that's all I've got today. I've got to get out the door and go to my day job. So you guys have a great one. Let's see, if you have any questions or comments, by all means, question and comment. I'll get to it as soon as I see it. Also, if you have any, if you'd like to know when I'm putting out more videos, then subscribe to the channel, and you'll see what you'll get notifications of when I've subscribed. And lastly, if the one more thing. Oh yeah, if you like the video, then hit the thumbs up button, and that will work too. So you guys have a great one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.